Hello everybody, welcome to Project Beauty, where we talk about project panning and everything beauty related. My name is Jen. I'm going to do my Project 10 Uses Project Pan update for the month of January, and I'm going to talk about the ones that I'm rolling out. I'm actually rolling out all 5 from the last update. So the first one is the One Size Translucent Setting Powder, which is right here. I have to be very careful with this one. Actually, no, I don't. This one has the inside cover, I think. Do they both do? Yeah, they both have a cover. Okay, this is great. So this one is actually really great. However, in my last update or when I brought this in, I mentioned that I thought this was covered. This little center thing, I thought it was covered, but stuff just pours out of there. I put my product on a napkin first, and then I use it on my face using a puff. And just to be hygienic, in case something doesn't work for me and I want to pass it along, that's just a way that I use it. Things just pour out of here. So my very first time I used it, I poured way too much, and it took me like 4 days to get through that. So just be very careful when you're using your product. If you're trying to pour it out, you have to be very gentle with this. But I think I prefer the smaller sizes over this, but of course I like the value of the price per whatever for this one, because you're getting more for what you're paying for. But that is rolling out. I've hit 10 uses on all 5 of these things. Next is the Elizabeth Arden High Performance Translucent Blurring Loose Powder. And this is the one that has the cover with the puff. And then also you open it up and it has the twisty, so you can like twist the product out, and then there's those little holes there. This is the most perfect packaging. I love this because your puff is separate, so it can always be replaced. You can also just keep it clean if you don't want to use it and you just want to use the mirror when you're traveling. This is like a perfect little combo, but that will be going back as well. I do like the products of both of those. Like the powders are both very, very nice. Next, I have this Clinique Quick Liner in 03 Intense Chocolate. Now, I've probably used this like 20 times instead of 10 times. I'm wearing it today. I love it. It just gives a subtle little like flick. It's not too crazy, and it stays all day. You can also use this to buff out the liner if you want a little more smoky liner, but I really enjoy this, and I'm going to continue to use it outside of a project because I actually really like it, and I don't think I have another liner going right now. Do I? Yeah, I still have my Urban Decay one, but that's okay. All right, next is the MAC Fix Plus Original. Of course, I've used this way more than 10 times, you can tell. But I love this. Just a little gentle. I'm actually going to use it now because I can just feel, just a little, feels so good on my skin. Sorry. I got my mascara sticking to each other after that spray. But I love it. It's so wonderful, and I will always buy Fix Plus. However, I believe they've changed the packaging, which is really unfortunate. So I'm going to be keeping my packaging, and I'm just going to pour the stuff I replace into these because I'm not giving these up. All right, and last but not least, we have the Benefit Blush in the shade Shelly, which I'm wearing a little bit today. So I've definitely got my 10 uses, and this is... You can see the Shelly imprint is like wearing off. It's awesome actually that I'm been able to use so much of it, but it's really pretty. And I actually have this over top of another blush today. So it's a little bit of a lighter color, and then I have another one underneath it. It's really pretty. Is it my absolute favorite? No. Is it a necessary blush? No. I'm actually considering parting with it because I'm working on this in my blush project, and I have another blush in here that's very similar. I'm just going to swatch them side by side. That one's a little light, but this one right beside it, actually there's 2. So this one right here is practically the exact same shade. So I don't necessarily need Shelly because I already have like so much product in here. There's 24 grams of product in here, and the Shelly one has 6 grams. So I'm never going to go through all of this blush. So I think eventually I'm going to consider parting ways with this, but just not quite yet. All right, so that one is done. So now we'll talk about the stuff I'm bringing in. I'm very excited. Brand new things for a brand new year. And one thing I wanted to mention is this is not a separate project yet for me. I probably will be talking about this in a separate update at some point. But Sonia and I, and also Kim from Teacher Loves Beauty. So Sonia is at Makeup Obsessed XO, and I will have them linked down below. And Kim from Teacher Loves Beauty, we are all doing a no buy. So I don't mean everything. Sonia and I are doing isolated categories. So I am doing with Sonia blushes, bronzers, highlighters. So not buying any of those. And then we're also doing a separate video of lip products that we're not buying. It's supposed to be like lipstick, but I'm throwing in like liquid lipsticks, that kind of stuff. But it's like lipsticks and liquid lipsticks are like the major things, major offenders for me. But I don't have a lot of everything else, but I don't need any more either. So yeah. But because we're working on not buying highlighters, I've decided to bring a couple into different projects to work on to see what I think and see if I want to keep all of those things in my collection. So I'm bringing in the e.l.f. highlighter in white gold. I forgot to put lipstick on. That's why my lips are sticking together. I need to put my mask on, my lip mask. But I'm bringing in this one in white gold. This is the label. Like, come on, e.l.f. Like, step it up. Step it up. I know your products are cheap, but like, go about another, like, double the size of that at least. Come on. I'm getting older. My eyes are getting worse. But anyways, this is what the highlighter looks like. And as much as I love the way that that looks, you can't even really see it once I swatched it, but that's right there. As much as I think this is beautiful, I'm like, I have so many other ones that I probably would like better. So I'm going to try these, this one and another one I'm bringing in, and seeing what I think. So these ones will all come in for 10 uses. Next is Wet n Wild Loose Highlighter in I'm So Lit. I have probably not used this very much in my whole entire time of having this. And I pan every single day. Every single day. And it's just a mess. You can see there's so much product on the top because I had it on its side. So I'm going to try and... Will that move? I don't think it's going to even move. Oh my gosh. But I want to try and get it, some of it back into this container. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll work on that later. But I got a huge amount on my finger. So let's see. Oh. Now that is what I'm talking about. That is gorgeous. Just beautiful. I do like Wet n Wild products a lot. Ooh, this is very dirty. Very, not dirty, but like messy. But I would like to be able to use this product. And even though I'm not like super into an airplane landing strip on my cheeks of like brightness, I definitely am curious. Ooh, wow. I'm definitely curious to see what this is like as I kind of attempt to apply. Oh, wow. It's so beautiful. And I don't think I'm going to get that same zhuzh. Yes, I'm wearing a shirt. I don't think I'm going to get that same like zhuzh from the e.l.f. one. This is going to be more of a subdued, and I'm not super subdued, even though I love my makeup today. It's a little more subdued for me. With highlighter, I like a little bit of oomph, you know? So yeah, those ones will be coming in to play with for 10 uses each. And it may take me a while to get there because I'm also working on stuff in projects right now, like year-long projects. Next is the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Light Concealer in Graham Cracker. And I have 3 of these because I just cannot find my right shade. And finally I found it. And I think this is it, but it looks a little too warm for me. Like a little too pinky. But we'll see. This has never been opened. It might be a really good shade actually. But a little too... Yeah, it's going to be a really decent shade, like a very accurate shade. But a little too like pinky maybe, or peachy. I don't know, but we'll see. Anyhow, that one, of course, 10 uses. And then, oh, I can recycle this now. I love when I can take stuff out of the packaging and recycle, because that means I'm going to use stuff in my collection. Next is the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Lock Mattifying Primer, which I love this stuff. For a hydrating drugstore primer, this is fabulous. It's a mattifying primer. It's a long wear primer, but I'll actually show you here. It doesn't say it hydrates, but it is a moisturizing primer, so I feel like my skin accepts it very well. So even though it's a mattifying primer, it's a moisturizing, like it looks like a moisturizer, like a cream. And so my skin just kind of sucks it up, and then all the sticky tackiness stays on the top of my skin. And I can just feel, it's not like a gripping primer, but it's very blurring. I don't know, I know you guys aren't going to be able to see. You're not going to be able to see that, but oh my gosh, it just blurred all my pores away on my hand. But anyways, yeah, it says blurs and smooths, but I enjoy this. I don't know that I would repurchase it just because I have other favorites, but if it went on sale, I might. But again, I don't really like need to purchase, you know what I mean? Okay, the last item I'm bringing in is the MAC Studio Radiance Serum Powered Foundation in C20. And I'm excited to try another new item. Very cute packaging. I love the gold imprint on it. However, I do like the black writing on it because it's easier to read. But the gold does look zhuzhy, but with a black plastic top, it makes it look cheaper. You know what I mean? Like when you look at this, you're like, oh wow, look at that writing. And then the top just looks so cheap. So I think the black writing would have made it look less cheap. So anyways, this has a total of 1 fluid ounce, 30 mils, like typical foundation. So can't wait to try that. I'll let you guys know what I think. And that is all of the items that I'm going to be bringing in for Project 10 Uses. I realized I didn't bring in a powder foundation, or a loose powder. My gosh, can't talk today. So I'm going to have to pick one and just like bring it in randomly. But I love the fact that I have enough projects in, but not so many that I can still like grab an item and just use it and feel good about it. So that makes me happy. But anyhow, thank you again so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and the update. Let me know what you think about the items that I'm bringing in. And I hope you like and subscribe and leave a comment down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.